is laid for your faith in this excellent word. What more can he say than to you he has said? To you who for refuge to Jesus has fled.
Welcome to this episode of Firm Foundation Podcast. My name is Richard Moore. In this podcast, I talk about everything that's moving me in relation to church and theology, hopefully to help build with you a firm foundation in Jesus Christ. And one way we do that, real simply, we read a chapter of the Bible every day. We read Old Testament and New Testament. We switch days. And so today's Old Testament reading is found in Exodus chapter 17. We've been reading through the Israelites and their exit from Egypt and their parting the Red Sea and the manna from heaven, now the water from the rock. Exodus chapter 17. Let's begin together. All the congregation of the people of Israel moved on from the wilderness of Sin by stages, according to commandment of the Lord, and camped at Rephidim. But there was no water for the people to drink. Therefore the people quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." And Moses said to them, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you test the Lord?" But the people thirsted there for water, and the people grumbled against Moses and said, "Why did you bring us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our livestock with thirst?" So Moses cried to the Lord, "What shall I do with this people? They are almost ready to stone me." And the Lord said to Moses, "Pass on before the people, taking with you some of the elders of Israel, and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go. Behold, I will stand before you there at the rock at Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water shall come out of it, and the people will drink." And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the quarreling of the people of Israel, and because they tested the Lord by saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" Israel defeats Amalek. Then Amalek came and fought with Israel at Rephidim. So Moses said to Joshua, "Choose for us men and go out and fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand at the top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand." So Joshua did as Moses told him and fought with Amalek, while Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. Whenever Moses held up his hand, Israel prevailed, and whenever he lowered his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands grew weary, so they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it, while Aaron and Hur held up his hands on one side and on the other, and the other on the other side. So his hands were steady until the going down of the sun, and Joshua overwhelmed Amalek and his people with the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Write this as a memorial in a book and recite it in the ears of Joshua, that I will utterly blot out the memory of Amalek from under heaven." And Moses built an altar and called the name of it, "The Lord is my banner," saying, "A hand upon the throne of the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation." Thus ends the reading of God's holy word. We've been reading in Exodus chapter 17, a very short chapter, and hope these readings of Scripture really help you and bless you. Hey, guys, I don't know if you were aware or if you heard the news, we have a new Patreon page where you can go over there and support us, become a member of the Patreon. There's stuff over there, there's material over there, there's content over there that you might not necessarily see over here on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't have an interactive thing like that. So please go over there to patreon.com/Firm Foundation Show. That's patreon.com/Firm Foundation Show, and you can become a member, become a unpaid member, a free member, which you can get some content. And if you become a paid member, you can get other more integrative and interactive content from me. I hope to post over there pretty regularly, give some live streams. There's a quick live stream function. I can do it directly from my phone. So if you go over there, you can see some of that content. Become a member today for that and support us, support the show specifically. because this cost me money. I have internet accounts. I actually want to have other accounts that I just can't quite afford yet. But if I have a few extra bucks a month to make this a real good show and be able to actually have accounts for research purposes. So I'm trying to get some new accounts for research purposes, especially into the educational sector, looking at journals. Sometimes it costs money. Just even sometimes I'm doing research in youth culture now as a youth pastor and doing my doctoral work. And some of those journal articles cost hundreds of dollars just to have a journal article that is a book. So all that stuff costs money. And so if you wouldn't mind, please thinking and praying about supporting the show for that Patreon page. Thanks for thinking about that. Really, really appreciate everything you could do to support this. I only live off of stuff like this. I only live and make this show possible off of your kind and generous support. God bless you. Thank you so much. Until next time, we'll see you next time. God bless you and take care.